Hey, hello, and how do you do?
Yo!
Glad y'all could pop on in. I see Miss Helen Hells, as she's better known as.
Hell's bells!
And Mama B. How you gals doing tonight?
You calling me a gal now?
Yep, you are a bitch.
Wow.
Hey Mary, thanks for coming on in.
What?
Just gonna give them a couple minutes to get in, let YouTube push out the notifications.
Oh, it'll do that in about a half an hour.
Yeah, well.
Oh, shit.
You tell Helen we are. Where are we, muted again?
No. There we go.
Bad art bit.
Yeah, well, I'm busy. I'm having issues. We redid the studio a little bit today. I'm actually very tired because we did a lot of work. But it's all for the good of the show. We've got some special announcements coming up in a little bit, as soon as we get this shindig started. I guess we can do the announcements in between Happymail and your scan and cut.
Oh, and show and tell.
Well, yeah, in between
Happymail, show and tell.
Okay, all right. In between Happymail and show and tell, we've got some announcements, and then we'll get on to the scanning and the cutting.
Hopefully. So, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through a week. Almost didn't make it home. Almost got into a nice little accident. Yay.
Yeah, it's always good when Carrie says, you could have gotten yourself a new car and a new Carrie.
Nothing wrong with either one, in my opinion. Hey, Tina, Tracy, and Kim Marie.
What's up, Kim Marie, Tracy, and Tina? I gotta be backwards, you know.
Yeah, I know. You do everything backwards.
That's why you love me.
Yep.
I could say
Lynn.
something, but I'm not.
Today is your Friday, Mama B.
Well,
you are
color me
one
jealous.
Lucky person. All right. Well, got a couple of little nices. First one is from Miss Emily Welda. I hope I said her last name right.
I'm pretty sure it is.
She was part of the stamp haul video that I did, and I had complained a little bit about not being able to find any sheet music, and she was like, "Oh, I've got some, what's your address?" And I was like, well, alright then. So, and I didn't want to open it until I actually was doing a live stream, because that apparently is how this stuff rolls. So, we shall see what wonderful music choices she picked for us. Oh, and a little note.
Ooh. Should I leave the room so you can read it?
Thank you very much, Miss Emily.
What, you're not going to read it?
No.
Come on, read the note.
Alright, fine. Dear Carrie and PJ, I hope you enjoy these sheets as much as I do. It's not much, but it's a start, and it's all you need sometimes is a start.
Aww.
I hope this finds you and puts a smile on your face and joy. Have a great Thanksgiving. Told you I was being a slacker and holding on to it. Love, Emily. Creative Jewels by Emily. And it's even already kind of almost looks tea-stained.
Ooh. Oh, no. What is it?
Hey,
oh,
Jude.
man. I love the Beatles.
Picked a good one, Emily. picked a very good one. Now I'm going to feel bad putting paint and ink on it. Honky Tonk Woman
just take a sad song
is the next song.
Remember, sing it, Carrie.
No, I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out.
Then you can start.
And again, thank you, Emily. I know you're not here yet. Probably cooking dinner, because that's what you do.
Oh, man, I want to try some of her cooking. She's got her own cooking channel. I'm jealous.
I'm sorry, Helen. That's just how I roll, because I don't save envelopes yet. So, I did not mean to make your envelope saving self cry about that one. I'll do better next time, promise.
Yeah. Especially when you send us envelopes.
Oh, Emily's live? Oh, go girl.
Oh, okay.
I think she was live last time.
Yeah, she's live like every day.
Yeah.
It looks like we've got Amanda in the chat room. What's up, Chroma Storm Arts?
Well, good timing.
Very good timing.
Because we're getting on yours, Miss Chroma Storm. Now, Brenda G had an auction on her channel 2 weeks ago?
Well, not this Monday, but last Monday.
So, 2 weeks ago. And we bid on a couple things, won a couple things. I don't know that you win it, you are paying for it, but anywho.
We won the auction.
Got the necklace today, and inside, very pretty.
I love that.
Alcohol ink and cutouts, very pretty. And inside it says, "Dear PJ, thank you so much for your purchase. I hope Carrie cherishes it. Chroma Storm Arts."
Awesome. I love the homemade the card. As a matter of fact, we do have a card from Brenda because I won an auction for some soaps from Brenda G.
Yes, you did, and we've been using one of them, and it smells so very good. I'm not one for handmade soaps typically, but...
Here you go. There's Brenda's card.
Okay.
Because it's pretty.
Oh, yeah, it is. I didn't even get a chance to see that. So, oops. Keep dropping our cards. Cutouts. That's like a metal. It's really nice. I like the cardstock too. PJ, thanks so much for participating in the auction. I know you're going to love the soap. Happy holidays to you and Carrie. Much love, Brenda.
Aww.
Be like Brenda. Make cool cards. I'm not sure what this is because apparently I can't read. Oh, today's the day. And it even smells like the soap. Gotta love that.
That's cool. Hey, Joyce Boring is in the house. What's up, Joyce?
Hey, Joyce. So there's the cards.
All right, let's get on to it. I'd say drum roll, but I don't have a soundboard yet.
And Chroma's got some very nice business cards.
Push it up. There you go.
There we go. And it's packaged very nicely.
Ooh. Show us.
And it's kind of hard to see,
Here,
but...
throw it in that camera.
Oop, a little too close. A little dark.
Hold on. We can fix this. We can fix this. We can fix this.
There we go. Maybe.
Wow.
It's really hard to see, but there is glitter in there. You can see it better in person. And it's a little blue, a little green. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. And the chain itself is separate and coiled up.
It's sterling silver, if memory serves.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
I can't wait to see you wear that. I could say something, but I won't.
It'll be worn tomorrow to work. I will coordinate the appropriate attire.
Now, if memory serves, Amanda said that it'll go down to your belly button. Something tells me she's an itty-bitty thing.
Oh, yeah, she must be.
That's what I call a cleavage piece.
Yeah, if I wore something that had any sort of cleavage, yes, it would be. It would be hidden.
Which is also why I like.
But
it
I
so
like
much.
long chains, so I always feel choked if they're too short. So this is perfect, actually. And silver, love silver.
You must not be a vampire then.
No, it's a werewolf.
Whatever. Silver bullet.
Vampire doesn't care about silver.
Oh, okay.
It's werewolves.
So what does Sam and Dean have to shoot a silver bullet to kill?
A werewolf.
What
Shapeshifter.
else? Shapeshifter. There you go. So you're not a shapeshifter.
If I was a shapeshifter, I would not look like I do.
You shush. Hey, Patricia.
Hey, Patricia.
And Tracy Waring. I hope I said that right.
Hi, Tracy. I don't know if I saw you come in, but hello.
Amanda is 5'1". That explains it all.
Yes, because I'm
Jeez.
5'10" easy.
Well, I'm 5'11".
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe osteoporosis has kicked in, and I'm 5'9". But
no, I think you're still 5'10".
yeah, they can still stack poo this tall. So.
God, come on now, Care.
Put this out of the way, please. So, are you doing your announcement now or after show and tell?
Yeah, I'm going to do my announcement. For any of those people out there that know Carrie and me for longer than just her art career, my goodness, this pendant is just amazing. Sorry, I will put this away. I will close the box. I apologize. It's just very pretty. And I love how the box has the card.
Yeah, she did a good job packaging it.
Yeah.
And especially good considering who knows how many houses it went to before it got here.
Yeah, we'll explain that real quickly. Our mail service sucks. In the point of 1 week, we had 2 separate occasions where mail was misdelivered. Well, Amanda's package was misdelivered and then missing for 4 days. And then we got mail for someone else's address yesterday. And yeah, the sad story, 2 separate carriers were responsible for that. So it makes us hate the town of Manchester that much more. Yay, Tracy said I sounded out her last name, Waring, correctly. So groovy. Cool. So, yeah, a neighbor, I guess a neighbor, because it wasn't in the mailbox, it was on our door, but a neighbor actually put it in our door today, because I guess it's delivered to my address.
They got scared, because supposedly the mailman was tasked with going to all of his houses and asking if he had accidentally delivered the package. I doubt that he even bothered doing that.
So, can I just say that I cannot wait to move out of the township of Manchester?
You say that ad nauseum, dear.
I mean, there's so much wrong with this town. Anyway, I'm moving on. For anyone who knows Carrie and me for longer than our art career, you'll know that we do a podcast called Prime on the Rogue Intel Podcast Network. Well, after much thought, I'm actually sunlighting the Prime podcast. And so after 3 years of podcasting on one show, we're going to be calling it quits for that show. Now, that'll give us some new time to, work on new projects, ideas, more videos from Carrie. And it'll also allow us to start a Friday stream as well. That's right. We are going to start a Friday stream, not this Friday, but hopefully next Friday. And we will have Mama B, that's 70 Acres Studio in his house. She is going to be our co-host.
Cranky
Crafters. So we are going to start that, and it's going to be really nifty, and we hope you guys like it. We'll be sharing all the details on our Facebook page and our Twitter page, if you Twitter, and, of course, right here on YouTube. So that's it. That's all I got.
Awesome. So we will, as soon as we get some more details, we'll put it out there into the interwebs so that you guys can see what we're going on about. And just a real quick show and tell, just stuff I've worked on or purchased that finally came in. Started working on, I wanted something to do, didn't know what to do, And I was like, you know, I'm so far behind the times with stuff like prompt cards because I wasn't doing that type of stuff when that was like all the rage and everybody was doing it. So I figured I'm bored, I need something to do, so started thinking about doing prompt cards. And I was like, well, I don't want to do playing cards if I don't have to. What do I have that I can just use now without having to go out even to a dollar store to get a pack of cards? So found some old business cards that we have a ton of. So I decided I'm going to repurpose them. And repurpose them I did. I jelly printed and then sponged paint on where I needed to. And then stenciled. Thank you, Scan and Cut. I had to use
scan.
Whatever. I had to use cardstock because I didn't have any sort of plastic that I could actually get to work because I think the design is too small. We'll find out tonight because if this doesn't work, I'm probably going to throw the Scan and Cut across the room.
Don't you dare.
But yeah, so there's 6 different types of paint on the back of each card. It's got
It's very shiny.
well, that's the top paints. The bottom coat that was jelly printed on was Payne's gray and a couple of other shades of bluey purple. And
Hey,
then
Nancy.
because of whatever the coating is on here, it wouldn't do total coverage.
Yeah, show him the original card.
I did.
You did? Okay. See, I was too busy producing.
And
It's my old business.
so I got some of the color shift
Love it.
and some of the metallic ice blue and sat here with sponges. And then I was like, well, that's pretty, but let's do another something or other. So sat there and did a stencil on each one in copper. Then I was like, well, got to cover up the other side, but I don't want to do paint. So sat here and cut out paper. And then some of these prompts are Barb Owens prompts. I didn't do all of hers because some of them are a little too, I don't even know what the word I want. I'm not going to sit there and draw a heart and talk about everything I love about crafting. That's not me. That's not how I roll.
Yeah, you're not into therapy.
I have enough voices in my head. I can have a therapy session all at once.
Yeah.
So did some of hers, came up with some of my own. So currently I have 52 prompt cards. None of them have been sealed. I want to go back through and bling them up a little bit. Like this one is use glitter. So I'll probably put some glitter on it and everything will get sealed hopefully at some point. I'm really kind of jonesing to work on them to get them done and out of my face, but no rush. Yeah. Then
watching you work on those was like watching Emerald Lagasse. You were constantly kicking it up a notch with them.
And he didn't even realize what I was doing, and he walked over and he was like, wow, they're pretty, what is it? And I told him, he was like, wow, I like those a lot. But yeah, so this is my first and probably only Wish purchase unless they have something come along that just tickles my fancy to where I want to buy it and wait a couple weeks for it to get here.
And how much was the shipping?
$1. $1.
You gotta find the good deals. It's just like any place else.
So it is Touch 5. They are a knockoff of Copic pens. As you can see, there are, well, you can't see, but there are 80 of them in here. There is no rhyme or reason to this bag as to what colors what. You can't even always go by what the plastic color is. So my next project will be to sit there and draw a line and a name of what the color is so that when I do go to use them, I don't have to guess, oh, is that going to be the right color? Because I'll have it all keyed out for me. That I think I enjoy crafting so much because it gives my OCD outlet to sit there and organize. So it did not come with white, and it did not come with a blending pen. So got cheap blending pens on Amazon, and hopefully they'll work. Like I said, the only color it did not come with is white, which is unfortunate. So I might end up having to
for white,
and
you can
get
go and
one.
get the Copic white.
No, I don't want to see how much I like the Copics and want to cry until I get a set of those. So they are, none of them, I doodled with a couple of them, as you can see. There's stuff that bled through the paper. I haven't had anything leak on me yet. I haven't had any issues with any of them that I've tried so far being dried out. And I can always tell when it's one I haven't monkeyed with, because it's almost like sealed. You almost have to break it. It has the fine tip, and it also has the broad. So just like a Copic. So, and you know, I've never really messed with watercolor type pens before, so really wasn't worth going out and spending a small fortune on Copic pens if I don't even know if I'll like that type or that style of marker. So we'll see how they go, and maybe I'll come back and say, these are the most awesome things, you have to buy them now.
And maybe you'll say, this is crap.
Look at my hands, it looks like a unicorn pooed on them. Yeah, either way, I'll let you know how they go. But
Helen
the case
in the
is cool.
Yeah, Helen in the chat room says you can touch tips with them and transfer some color so it graduates whilst you color.
Yes, you can. I've been watching some people on how they do the different shadings and stuff on YouTube, because it apparently comes with a learning curve. You know, I whenever I see a magic marker, I just flash back to being 5 and sitting there with a big white piece of paper and, you know, just going to town, but that's not what these are. Alright, so tonight we are going to hopefully not kill my scan and cut.
Scan and cut.
Cut and scan.
Whatever.
I have been wanting to build up my collection of stencils, but I don't want to go broke doing that, and I have, you know, a piece of equipment.
Mama B just...
The pit pens are not Copics. The pit pens are totally different, so please keep that in your cart. Please, please.
Because she would love them long time.
Because I kept looking at those over Black Friday and Cyber Monday to see if by some chance, you know, somebody would have a really good sale on them, and I never saw the price fluctuate at all, which upset me. So, pit pens, please, Mama B. Alright.
Uh-oh. Tina's going to be killing her Cricut.
Why are you killing your Cricut, Tina?
Because it can't handle the stencil.
No, it can handle the stencil. It was the... speaking of Black Friday and evil art bitches...
Hey, come on now.
When you are somebody who is crafty, but someone who also likes tech and anything that plugs in and you can do stuff with, whether it's craft or play a game or whatever, and somebody says, "Hey, what do you know about the silhouette and
the Cameo, yeah.
what will that the Cameo 3, will that do the stencils that you're talking about? Because there's this really good set on."
It's a $300 set. It was on Woot.
It was on Woot.com, and it comes with all this stuff. And, you know, will that work better for you? So I spent, you know, waking up, drinking coffee, and searching again, because I had done that before getting the scan and cut. Because I thought, well, maybe there's a new toy for Carrie. But they're about the same when it comes to cutting. The Silhouette Cameo 3, the cut pressure isn't quite as much as the scan and cut. It doesn't scan like the scan and cut. So it was like, no, you know, whatever. If this doesn't work, then I'll just have to keep going to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and checking their clearance stuff, because you never know. Sometimes you can find some really good stuff. Anywho, so then I started doing the search and the research over how thick of vinyl or acetate will the scan and cut actually cut through. Because I had some plastic or vinyl, whatever you want to call it, that came with some of the cling stamps. That's, you know, the real thick, hard, plasticky vinyl that they're stuck to when you buy them, so that they have some, they don't just flop over. They got some, I can't even think of the word I want.
Stick-to-itiveness?
I don't know. So they're firm. There you go.
They've got some girth.
That's what she said.
Ha.
But I tried cutting this same pattern on the scan and cut, and it could not do like the real small little holes. It just wouldn't do it, and that was frustrating me. So, and because the art bitch is telling me to lift it up so you can see it.
It's very pretty. It did a very good job.
Yeah, it works wonders on paper and on your mat, because a lot of times it'll leave the ghost outline or whatever it is you cut on it. So, did some searching and found these on Amazon. It was 25 of them, 12 by 12. They are 7 mil. I think I'm saying that right.
7 mil, yeah.
And they were pretty cheap. Less than $1 a sheet. Way less than $1 a sheet. I think maybe 25 cents a sheet.
Well, didn't we pay like $3-4 for it? Or?
Yeah, like I said, it was super
crazy,
cheap.
and it's good quality.
And it for a stencil, even once it's cut out, it's still flimsy enough that you can, you know, if you're not doing something level, or when you go to pull it up, it'll kind of come up nicely instead of just ripping off. So we'll see. Hopefully, like I said, it'll cut through it. If not, like, there will be bits and pieces. So
better not be.
I spent past day or so trying to find some cut files for the scan and cut that I didn't personally have to make, because lazy, working, don't feel like fighting with Illustrator because I haven't learned it, and that's just a whole level of frustrating. So I was able to find some, and I guess we'll do this one first, which this, when it decides to load, is actually 4 different stencils. Now, the material again is 12 by 12. My jelly plate currently that I have is 5 by 7.
Yeah.
So I didn't want, well, that's a lie. I do want a 12 by 12 stencil. I just have no purpose for it yet.
We're going to make one this weekend and hopefully make a video out of it.
Well, I don't know that it'll be this weekend. It'll be whenever I can find everything for it.
Okay.
So
coming soon.
I figured if I can get it to where it'll fit halfway decent on the jelly plate I have, it'll work for now. Whenever I need one bigger, if this works, I can just make it bigger. That's the beauty of this whole process, hopefully. So I'm going to give it a whirl, and I know that there are people who have the sensitivity to the noise that this thing does. Probably it's even worse coming through on a microphone, especially if you have headphones on. So don't be alarmed, your ears have not blown out while this thing is cutting and you don't hear anything. It's because we muted it so you guys don't go nuts with it. I've shown this before.
Okay, alright, well don't show the needle.
Stop being
a producer?
Stop being a pushy art bitch. So I'm going to...
Might sound like pushy art bitch, but it's pronounced producer.
Oh, so you think. So I'm going to switch to the deep cut blade.
That's what she said.
I don't know what to set this to, so it's going to be trial and error. That I think might be too much. We'll put it on 4. We will just change our pressure so that it's not hammering down as hard. And hopefully we'll...
Helen says, "Ooh, I like the sound." Yes, but Mom would scream in all caps.
I don't. Was it your
times.
Mom or was it Rose that had issues?
Well,
with it?
Rose had issues, but Mom was the one screaming in caps.
Oh. Yeah. So we'll mute. Don't want to offend. I can do that all on my own without the machine doing it for me. So as soon as I get this plastic off of here. And I'm going to try the middle tack. My standard tack mat is getting a little weak in the tack. Needs to be retacked, I guess, which I don't want to do.
Mom says, "F you, dear. What are you accusing me of now?" I'm not accusing you. I'm just pointing out the facts, dear.
So... might be able to use tissue paper for something down the road. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Tissue? Maybe?
No, I just know there are people in the chat room that would probably get mad if I crumpled it up and threw it away.
We'll do it off camera.
You can use that for X, Y, and Z. I don't know.
Painty papers.
That's too thin. I don't have the spray things.
True.
Get the air out.
I tried that last time. Thought it was on mute.
Yeah, well, apparently not, because it was the shot heard around the world.
Come on now.
I can't get it off of there. There we go. Alright, so
It be stuck.
we shall send this to the machine.
You're downloading it?
Some of the elements are going to be automatically removed when converted in FCM file due to very small size elements. Alrighty then.
Yeah, that's probably the snowflake that I was telling you about.
What were you telling me
Is the
about?
snowflake on there?
No.
Oh, okay. Something's very small. Anyway, just continue.
I am.
All right then.
I'm not listening to it. It's a man. What does it know? That's why it'll probably go shooting that way.
Well, I'll grab it. That's my job.
Gotta see. Alrighty. So, let's... looks the same to my little eye. And we'll go in here, cut pressure 0.
I don't know about that. Now, granted, pressure does equal pain.
Yeah. Let's do... we'll leave it at 0. We'll live dangerously.
All right, we are going to mute out. All right, I am back. We've disconnected Carrie's mic for the time being just because, well, we didn't want to blow anyone's eardrums out. Hopefully this is okay with people. If it's too loud, let me know. I'll shut up and mute back out again. And it's actually not cutting through the mat all the way, so hopefully it's just embossing the mat. Speaking of, we might actually do some embossing later, if we have time. I gotta say, I could put a drum beat to this thing. It's got some good sounds. Actually, go ahead and plug back in. I turned the volume down, so everything will be lower. Alright, we're trying something else. I've put Carrie's mic back in the mix, but we're just turning everything down, so hopefully it's not as loud for everybody. Say hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
3 minutes to go. Awesome. Okay, even Mom says it doesn't sound bad.
Cool. Last one.
It's like watching paint dry. So Kim Marie wants to know, does the mat self-heal? Does it ruin the mat?
I wish it self-healed. It depends on how deep the cut is. If it's just a light brazing, it'll just leave like a ghost pattern of what you've cut out before. It doesn't really affect it. Now you can go all the way through the mat. Luckily, knock on wood, I haven't done that yet, as far as I know. I'll be able to confirm that once this finishes.
Yeah.
But the mats aren't super expensive, especially the 12 by 12s. They're not bad. I wouldn't want to have to replace it every time I use it, but it's not that bad.
That, and even though it might be scarred or marked or cut, that doesn't mean you can't use it. Think of it as a sacrificial piece.
Sacrificial.
Kind of like a sacrificial fence in woodworking.
It's weird how it chooses where it wants to cut first.
Yeah. Ooh, 1 minute.
Less than that.
1 minute remaining.
Beep, bop, boop.
Yay! Let's turn the volume up.
Yeah, I don't feel any cuts through the back, so yay.
Oh, good.
And it feels cut. So we will spin spit you out, and you can rotate the camera. Thank you. So, let's see what happens.
You need your waffle flipper.
Yep.
Should have used the low tack.
The low tack doesn't have a lot of sticky left to it. And if this started moving...
It would have screwed it up, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Kim Marie was saying, so it just general skimming. It doesn't affect the next one?
No.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I said the material's on top of the mat. And she said nifty. Says, well, it is damn nifty.
Good.
So would you like me to start punching?
No.
Okay.
I haven't even got it off the mat yet.
Well, I was being preemptive. Presumptuous.
Come on.
Preposterous.
As I put my hand on it to get it off, I push it back on. Come on. Come on.
I can lend a hand, you know. That's kind of what I'm here for.
It's like having gum stuck to the bottom of your shoe or something. Every time you think you're getting somewhere with it, it just reattaches. Alright, come on. You can do it. You can do it.
Yay! Give it, Matt.
Stop it.
I was trying to get it out of your way. Why are you always yelling at me?
Because you're being bossy.
I'm not being bossy.
What
Being forcefully helpful.
What did I tell you last time?
What?
My circus and you're the monkey. Alright, so...
That looks like it cut quite well.
Yeah, looks like it. Except now, because... That's fine, just sit there.
Okay.
Because it did not...
Because the world is round.
Actually cut it off of the sheet. That and it gives me an excuse to use my new skizzers.
Yes, your Fiskars skizzers.
I don't like those for that. I'll do these.
And these are titanium. These are titanium blades that are coated to be non-stick.
Yes.
They were what? $7 on Amazon?
They were $6 something a pair.
Okay.
But
Helen says, "Wow, looks as big a struggle as trying to cover your kids' school books at the beginning of the year." Oh man, I
used to love doing that.
So did I. Brown paper bags, yes. That and I loved Trapper Keepers. Anyone know what Trapper Keepers are?
Yes.
And Lisa Frank stickers. Although,
yeah, I have some downstairs.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Uh-oh, Mama B says, "Don't believe it. They get sticky."
What gets sticky?
The non-stick coating on the skizzers.
Oh, maybe Tim Holtz.
Bazinga.
I looked at them, but I don't know.
Kim Marie actually agrees. So
Uh-oh.
we might have to be careful.
Well, I haven't used them with anything that would cause them to be sticky yet. Alright, you lied. Scan and cut. You did not cut all the way through this.
Told you should have bumped up the pressure.
No, because it did leave...
It embossed.
It didn't emboss.
It embossed.
It didn't emboss. You don't know
okay.
your terms.
Mom says she says, no, I have the Fiskars.
Ew.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well. And that one ripped.
Oh, well, it doesn't help that you kind of yanked it out of there.
Stop giving me grief, dude.
Mom says she loves her Tim Holtz scissors.
I looked at them, but they're just too expensive.
Super expensive, yeah.
Just for something that says Tim Holtz. That, and I didn't understand, why do they need to be serrated? I didn't want grooves left on whatever it is I'm cutting. And I didn't know if it would. And I didn't want to spend all that money on them. Because I needed the big girl set in case I needed to stab somebody.
Yeah.
And I needed the short set so I could be more concealed if I needed to stab somebody.
You're so aggressive in your art skills. Mama B says they are serrated to get into the details. They're for fussy cutting.
That's what Scanicut's for.
She's got a point.
Come on, I'm gonna end up ripping you again.
Wow, Helen says in Australia they cost about $20.
See, now that's just dumb. There we. Oh, you ripped, you turd. Turd, turd, turd. Come on. See, next time I'll just turn the blade up a little bit. Or turn the blade down and turn the pressure up.
Wanda wants... Hello, Wanda, by the way. Wanda wants to know if the short set is Teflon coated.
Yes, they both are. They both are. And they have slightly comfortable grips.
Yeah, but they're still not left-handed.
That is the way of the world. I don't even know that I could cut with a left... I used to have a pair of left-handed scissors back in the day. I couldn't cut with the damn thing.
What?
I could not cut. Because I guess I'm so programmed to do it backwards with a right-handed person's scissors.
Well, it's like me with my computer mouse. I always used a computer mouse right-handed.
Same here.
Because I've always been the guy who fixes other people's computer problems. So, on the rare occasion when I do go to a left-handed person's computer, and they do have the mouse over there...
I know, I feel special.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do it. That, and, you know, my dad is left-handed, my mom is right-handed. So I naturally wanted to start writing with my left hand. You know, my parents would hand me something right in the middle and I'd always grab with my left. But, you know, anytime you have a right-handed parent trying to teach you something, you're seeing it come from the right-handed perspective. So I think that's why I can write with my right hand. It takes me a little longer, but looks exactly the same as my left hand does.
Here's a fun story. Helen once paid $70 for a pair of material cutting scissors.
Helen!
She didn't have a choice. She needed them, and she was down south where it's like snobby territory.
Helen, it would be so much cheaper for you to come and live here.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
She would be amazed to have... You don't have to pay with the price of your firstborn for that?
And we have better beer here.
Better beer.
And better pot.
And better.
From what I've told.
So from what you've told?
From what... Well, I'm telling now. But from what I've been told, yes.
This section is not coming off. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Yeah, we gotta make that.
How many left-handed people do we have in the chat room?
Alright, we're gonna do... This is frustrating. Street.
Hey, Amanda, I know you're from Georgia. Why did you mention that? I didn't say South in America. I said South Australia. So Mama B is left-handed. That's where I get it from. Helen's a right paw. How the heck did that happen? She's so creative. As I get blasted from all the right-handed awesome artists in the chat room.
Well, when I was in high school, took art classes. You know, freshman year it was a requirement. After that it was because I really liked it. And at that time I was good at it. And my art teacher, who was an art teacher to pay the bills, it wasn't because he wasn't talented, because he was very talented. He even had some of his artwork on stamps. They commissioned him, and he had artwork on stamps. So he always said that a left-handed person is more creative because they're in their right mind. And that's where your creativity is. So, and I always asked him, I said, well, what does that mean for someone who's ambidextrous? He goes, you're just crazy. I was like, well, there you go.
So apparently I've lost a friend today. Wanda is turning her back on me.
Uh-oh. Why? Is she righty?
I'm guessing so.
Are you a righty, Wanda? Nothing wrong with righties. My mom's a righty. Helen's a righty, and, well, I kind of like her a lot. Because she's just plain awesome.
And crazy. Are kind of crazy. That's not an insult.
No. Oh, come on.
I feel like I should be playing a musical number right now to pass the time.
At least got it off of the thing.
And you did have the snow... The
no, the other one is the leaf thing.
Yeah, but that's the one that was really intricate.
The leaf thing is really intricate.
Okay. Uh-oh, Tracy made some brownies yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Can I come over? Because I know what kind of brownies you're talking about.
So you like to think.
Well, no, if memory serves, Tracy is 420 friendly.
Yeah, this is...
I've never had brownie, like special brownies before. I've made special cookies before back when, God, when I was 18, 19. They had seeds and stems poking out of them because I didn't have a blender or a grinder. It was funny.
God.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, this has to be recut because there's no way I'm going to get these out. No way.
Well, just give me the X-Acto knife. I'll take care of it.
I have 3 out. Which one do you want?
The curved one.
I don't know that any of these are curved.
Give me...
Pick one.
That one.
And there's that. And this one might come out a little better. Well, it's good to know that it will cut through the plastic. I just have to adjust
the pressure
or the blade length. Because I don't want it to go through the mat. That's not good. Yeah, but it was a lot of hard work trying to find files for the scan and cut out there. Because you should try and search for it. And everything leads to Pinterest. And most of the stuff on Pinterest is just crap. Misleading crap. And stuff that leads you down rabbit hole after rabbit hole. and you get nowhere. And then you do find places that have cut files, and they'll say it's free, or do this and it's free, and you end up signed up to 1,000,001 different newsletters for sites that you won't remember you went to because they only had a free file, but they have tons of them that, oh, you can buy these. Only if I'm super desperate. If I wanted to buy cut images, I would get a Cricut or something.
Okay, I'm actually agreeing with you. This needs to be recut.
See if you can get that one to cooperate. Don't throw that at me. You could have poked my eyeball out.
Wow, yeah.
Same with that one?
I'll have to check.
Okay. Yeah,
I think you need to recut this.
Yeah.
Like the whole page.
Yeah, I know. Don't wanna. This.
Yeah, because it wasn't cleanly cut, and it's
ripping.
It's not ripping, but it's leaving torn edges on all of the stuff. So. Mom says acetate tears too easily. Is this acetate?
No, this is vinyl.
Yeah, this is vinyl.
Vinyl.
Would you like a drink refill, my dear?
No, thank you.
Well, I'm going to go refill my beverage.
Beverage.
My beverage.
Alright. And this is just going to frustrate me. So, well, at least you can get kind of an idea. Well, not that y'all can see it. Let's see. Will it show it better on black? Maybe. Maybe you can see it. Like, this is the part I just ripped out. This, you can see it's cut, but it's not cut quite enough to where you can get this stuff out without it doing weird little edgings. So back to the drawing board,
or the cutting board.
Yeah, cutting board. So at least it was only one sheet and it didn't kill my mat, and I didn't have to throw the scan and cut across the room. So
you better not.
Not a total loss. Don't threaten me. You know I'll do it just to spite you.
I won't buy you a new one.
Yes, you will.
Like fun, I will.
You will buy me 3 more. That way I can have 3 things cutting at one time. Alright. Let's try this again. One more time. And we shall see if we can get this on here without a ton of air bubbles. Okay. Come on now. Just trying to get this on here makes me wonder how people are able to put tint on windows, because that would drive me nuts. All the air bubbles. There we go. Yay. So, let's see. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't do that one again. Should I do the same one again, you think, or?
I don't know. At least we know what pressure setting we should not use.
Or should I just make it 4 instead of 3 for the blade depth?
Yeah.
Or leave it at 3 and bump the pressure up to 1.
Yeah, try that.
Because I really don't want to screw my mat up.
And only do one of them at a time. See if it works.
But then I have to change... Well, yeah, then I have to change that. So, we shall go out of that. And do my project. And why must you constantly eat every time we do a live stream?
I don't constantly eat every time we do a live stream. I occasionally eat
every time we
quietly,
do a...
occasionally during a live stream.
Quietly. You're funny. You are.
Does anyone else hear me eating?
I hear you eating. That's all that matters.
Gosh.
Alright, let's see. And why is this... That has to go somewhere.
What is it?
The Stream Deck icon on my desktop. I hate
Remove
that.
it.
It won't let me. It says access denied.
Well, let me do it.
No, it can wait. It just has to go away.
See, Mama couldn't hear me.
What?
Hold on. Because that opened up on my chat window.
I don't like that one that much. Diamond is... I really like that one. You're gonna pitch a fit, but...
Open it up in a different browser.
Just...
Or that way. And just for the record,
I like that one.
I do like that one too, but that's really intricate. So you better damn well be using the right cut depth and pressure. And just for the record, Helen didn't hear me eating either.
She's in Australia. I'm sitting right next to you. My ears are apparently more sensitive than that microphone.
Alright.
So that I don't know that will work. Pooh. Yeah, cards or yeah, if I could talk, stencils and cardstock work until you're using paint and trying to use the same stencil. I have no luck with that at all. It falls apart. I guess we'll do that one maybe.
Thank you, Wanda. She didn't hear me either.
Whoops. I didn't want that one. That might work, I guess.
I like that.
And I'll make her a little bigger. Why are you not cooperating?
Hey, Sean's in the house. What's up, Sean?
Hey, Sean.
How's your back feeling, man? Tracy wants to know what I did to Wanda. I made an off-color comment about right-handed people.
Yeah, he's prejudiced against right-handed people.
I'm not prejudiced. I'm just biased to left-handed people.
He's a right-handophobe.
I play guitar right-handed, which is probably why I suck at guitar. I play drums right-handed.
There we go. Alright. See you. We shall give her a whirl. And... oh, that was already set on 4. And it didn't go all the way through.
Yeah, set the pressure to 1.
And leave it at 4?
Yeah. Or put it to 3.
Just remember, the last time we did anything, and I said it's probably going to screw my mat up, you said, I'll get you a new one. Just remember that.
Okay, well, when we have money, I'll get you a new one.
See you. I got to get out of there. Okay. We got to...
Yeah, now Sean's saying I suck at guitar. You haven't heard me play guitar, Sean. At least wait until you hear me before you tell me the truth.
Sean's a trip.
Yeah. I just hope his back's feeling better.
Alright,
2.625. Is this the meaning of life? Is this a new pie? Is this cake?
Maybe that's cake.
Maybe.
Might be. Or brownie.
Yeah.
Because I would think cake would be more than 3.14.
Yeah. Perhaps. Cake usually is fluffier and more dense.
Although cake is a lie.
All right, cobbler. 2.625. That's cobbler. I'm setting it.
Alright, and you're gonna... Are we muting?
I will lower the volume.
And cut and go. 2 minutes, not too shabby.
Sean says that's the pressure. 2.625. Mom added a quarter to that. Or
Three quarters.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my god, it is cake.
Sean's giving you a pound. Wait a minute. Maybe fist bump? Hey, Sean, you're autistic and right-handed. That sounds like my son, our son.
He should have been left-handed.
He really should have been, yeah. Hey, Mary Brewer's in the house. Hey, Mary.
Mary!
Sorry for the low volume. We are scanning and cutting.
Well, we're not scanning. We're just cutting.
Well, we're using the scan and cut. 42, the meaning of life. I was telling people earlier, Sean, that I'd love to put some drum beats behind this, because it does sound really groovy.
That was quick.
Hey, Donna, how are you? Donna's in the house. Didn't you know?
Hey, Donna. Thanks for stopping on by.
Okay, so you're not autistic, you're artistic. So a little less like my son, but okay. Come on, Tracy, I called dibs on the brownies.
I don't know.
Speaking of, if you want to send Happymail for me,
For
you know
you?
what to send. Doesn't even have to be in brownie form.
Come on.
Hey, Jan Sassalos. Her first time here.
Hey, Jan. Thanks for coming by and
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you very much.
We typically don't bite unless we're talking too much about cake and pie, which
Cobbler.
that has been going around.
2.625. It's cobbler.
We might get
Hey,
you
Kiki.
confused. Hey, Kiki.
Hello, Kiki. Kiki Marinky Dinky Dink. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Never mind.
Crackhead.
Yes, thank you, Sean, for the thumbs up.
Camera.
Camera. We have camera.
Helps when it's pointed in the proper direction.
All right, Helen, have a good one. Feel free to keep listening and lurking.
Bye, Helen.
Wanda's got grow factories just down the road. What state do you live in? Yeah, Nightbot still is having some issues. It's a known issue. There's a forum thread on it.
Well, apparently, Scan and Cut does not like curvy lines. Because it seems like the stars want it to come out a little easier, but the curvy line things are not doing as well. If I'd known that, I would have left it on there and run it through again.
So apparently Wanda's in Washington State. That's a hike.
A little bit.
That's, what, 3,500 miles? 32? I don't know. I've never gone.
Google it.
I don't want to Google. I'm streaming. Damn it. Oh, we already opened the Happymail, Emily. Thank you for stopping by. It was amazing.
Yes, Hey Jude and Honky Tonk Woman.
I even sung Hey Jude. People were scared. They were crying and everything.
Dogs were howling.
And not ours, ironically. They're used to it.
Stars are coming out. So, does it make sense that it has issues when it's doing a non-straight line?
I don't think it's cutting down deep enough. Because when it turns, it probably has a little camber to it, so that's probably why.
Well, it shouldn't have. It should be bearing straight down on it.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Tina changed her mind. Cricket Explorer Air sucks.
Ooh.
Oof. Well, glad we don't have one of them.
What's wrong with it, Tina? Oh, I don't know where that piece went.
We'll suck it up in the vacuum one of these days.
Yeah. I just want to get the bits that'll come off before I stick it back down, and then they just stick to the mat.
Have a good night, Emily.
Night, Emily.
Doobie, doobie, doo.
Oh, look, I'm getting the stars out as fast as I can here. Some of them are a little small. There we go. It's just weird. And it's like it did part of it like really good. But as soon as it had to turn, boy, it was like, no.
Sean wants to know bits of what? Ticky-tacky?
No, these vinyl.
Oh no, Tina says it won't cut now after the new firmware update.
Ooh, that's not good.
That sucks. It says it can't read the sensor bars.
Can't read the sensor bars.
Yeah, that's definitely not good.
Because I know the Scan and Cut I've seen on different forums when I've just been looking around at stuff, that if it's having issues, why does that look like that? Can't remember what it said to do for the Scan and Cut. Probably wouldn't help you anyway if I could remember. I'm sure there's a way to get around it. It can't
Upping
be
the pressure.
the bars, dear.
Yeah, upping the pressure. Like the pressure of your fist onto the sensor bar?
Punting it across the room.
That would help too.
Yeah, this is about ready to have that happen to it too.
Oh wow. Kiki's heard from Jane and a few others that don't like their scanning cuts. That is scaring and confusing and upsetting and all sorts of stuff.
The only thing that I find confusing with or not even really confusing, but more like a pain in the tushy with the scan and cut, is if you're trying to do something just on the screen. Like if you're trying to reposition your whatever it is, whether it's a cut image for cardstock or whatever, trying to do that or flip things over or around or trying to do anything other than push that button that says cut on that screen, major pain in the butt. I, like a dingling, did not realize until Art Bitch said, hey, just send it to Canvas and do it there and then send it back. I was like, oh, you can't. And then I looked and I was like, oh, I was like, whoops, yeah, you can. So that made it a lot easier. Trying to do anything too intricate, even on the website, as far as I found a cut file for a stencil. It's like a honeycomb pattern, but it's kind of small, and instead of just making it bigger, which would make the holes bigger, I wanted the pattern to continue down. So I was trying to position it and have it meet so that it would just be one continuous cut image, and trying to get it to meld it and combine images. Art Bitch couldn't even get it to do it. So it was like,
when in doubt, open up Illustrator.
It's a FCM file.
Yeah, I'm sure you can convert it.
And I don't have time to learn Illustrator if I want to do anything else. So.
It only took me a weekend.
Yeah, well, in that weekend, I can do 15 other things.
Touché.
You're the Art Bitch. You should be doing this for me.
I don't know what you want, though.
I can tell you if you ask me, instead of, well, you need to learn it. No, I don't need to learn it. You can just do it.
Don't you want to be not self-reliant? Or, no,
yeah, that's exactly it.
Don't
I want to be not self-reliant.
No, that's not what I meant to say. Don't you want to be self-reliant?
Not about that, no, not so much.
Ugh.
I don't need Illustrator skills.
In Photoshop, you can mirror and continue patterns, yes, but you won't get... well, I guess you could get SVG out of it, as long as they were shapes. Illustrator is the king for vector, though. It's just such a pain in the ass. It's kind of like After Effects. I opened that up for the first time the other day, trying to make an intro video for the channel, and it's like, man, this is just cryptic.
Alright, this is irking me. Irking me. So...
Yeah, I forgot to raise the volume back.
Well, they can apparently hear me griping and you talking, so I think they're alright.
Well, yeah. Now you can hear us at a regular level.
Well, and you're going to be turning it back down.
Well, fine then!
Because nobody wants to hear the scan cut.
I do. It sings.
Alright. Luckily, this vinyl's pretty cheap, so I don't mind.
It's sacrificial vinyl. Hey!
Alright.
Can we put it on the turntable, though?
No. So, I need to move you over. There you go. Yes. And download. And to the machine. Yay. And we'll go to a pressure of 2. At this point, it will probably go to the mat. And probably still not do corners. Alright.
Wait. Go back. Oh, never mind. It's draw pressure. Never mind. Alright. Continue.
I can read.
I was just trying to help.
Did you turn it down?
I did turn it down.
All
if it's too loud, everybody, just let us know.
Cut. In 2 minutes.
What'd you call me?
Called you 2 minutes?
Before that.
I said cut.
Oh, okay.
Not see you next Tuesday.
It's Wednesday, though.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Mary was old school. She used to use Paint Shop Pro. PSP. The last version of PSP that I used was version 7.
The scan and cut really isn't too hard. It's more when you have to sit there and try and alter images. That's where it gets stupid. The actual machine isn't hard.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I remember Corel Draw, Ma.
That was a quick 2 minutes.
Yay.
See, now I don't know if I want to take you all the way out of the machine and leave you sit there.
Just let it sit there and let it reflect on what it's done.
Oh, I think it got it that time, at least on that one.
Cool.
So we shall see. Dun dun dun.
Green Giant.
Camera.
But I like the scanning cut.
Well, it's not currently doing anything.
It goes from making art to becoming art. Just like that.
I mean, I'll let you know if I end up throwing the thing so you can put it on the right camera to see it go zipping across the room.
Listen, woman.
Look.
You better not. That's a lot of money.
Then you can just get me a big kick and I won't have to worry about it.
And you'll still be bitching about not being able to...
No, because you buy... You get the
die cuts.
There you go.
Yeah.
Those thingamabobs.
We can't make die cuts.
No, but they have a lot of cute ones out there. I've looked at them.
If anyone's got a die cut, a big foot, a big cat, a big bro,
big bro.
If anyone's got any kind of die cutting mechanism that you don't use,
the Big Shot Plus, yeah, that's a couple $100.
Hey, Santa Claus, right?
No, Santa's bringing pit pens, and I appreciate Santa very much because I've been looking at those.
Spit it out.
Thanks, Sean. I thought you were my friend.
I think he was actually talking about me.
Oh.
There is a delay. Yeah, 70 Acres says the big cake is overpriced. Michael's edition.
Yeah, well, I typically get a lot of 50% off coupons.
Yeah, but those things are on permanent sale.
No, they're not.
Oh, really? Your name has not been changed, but in case there's people that don't know that you're my mom, 70 Acres is a good alternative. It's kind of like calling me Patrick Duffy or PJ or Art Bitch. Oh, wow. Mary Brewer got her big cake for $55.
See? The only thing that worries me with those is they look so plasticky. They just look so plasticky.
Kiki wants that scan and cut thrown her way.
Huh?
Oh, yes. Her name was changed to Santa.
Yes.
Well, no, that's something you said.
Santa baby.
Don't sing that about my mom.
Hey, if it means pit pens.
I will not. That's my mother. You pig.
Pig. Well,
Hurry down the chimney tonight. Yeah, I hate you for getting that song stuck in my head.
Oh, that piece is stuck. You might have to cut that. And it's still having issues with a curved line. Really, brother, you can't do a curved line.
Mom says that brings new meaning to our relationship. Ho ho ho. Rick roll. Never gonna give you up.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't cutting it out to get all the little bits, because that would surely annoy me, because they are not coming off very nice.
So it's safe to say we probably won't get to embossing tonight. Not unless she gives up on cutting.
Well, embossing is a whole learning curve.
Yes.
Because it's not just a matter of different, instead of it having a blade, it's got the embossing nib, tip, whatever you want to call it. It has, you have to, oh, yeah, I just kind of looked at it real quick. I didn't actually, it'll probably be something I'll have to learn before I try and do anything on camera with.
Okay.
The more I think about it.
Ooh, Mary Brewer dropped her big kick on her big toe.
Ooh.
Big kick was fine. Toe, not so much.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
But, yeah, I've never actually seen one in the wild other than, like, the box. I've never, like, laid hands on one. But just the pictures, they look very plasticky. And it always made me go, I don't know, that's a lot of money. And I've heard people that, you know, that their thing has broken. I don't know what broke on it, but something broke on it. And it's like, oh, that's so much money.
Kiki wants to know, she says you're using clear vinyl with no backer sheet?
No backer.
Like,
yeah, it's not adhesive.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the slightly adhesive stuff that you can use, like if you're doing a wall, to where you can put it on the wall and it'll stick and you can stencil and then peel it back off. That stuff really, the sticky doesn't last but maybe that one time. And the stencils was hoping to make with this, if it could cut a curved line, brother, you are going to get a nasty little email. Is that, you know, you put it, I've just read so many people complain that, you know, you stick it up on the wall, you do one section, you pull it off, go do the next section, and it doesn't want to stick. So that's not cool. That, and that stuff is more expensive too. I was looking for cheap, which I'm glad I found, considering now that I've wasted a sheet and a half because brother can't cut a curved line.
Brother, please.
Getting exacerbated.
Okay, so Kiki keeps insisting it's acetate.
No.
I'm not going to say that anymore because I've already said it twice. Apparently I'm wrong.
It's acetate.
Huh?
Acetate.
You said it's vinyl.
It is vinyl. That's what they labeled it as. Well, in here it says clear. I almost said crap. Clear craft plastic. On Amazon, in reading the description, they called it vinyl. So I'm just going by what they say. I am not of the knowing.
We'll just call it plastic. How about that?
It will not come off. There. But I mean, really, why can't it cut a curved line?
Sean says, so, acetate. Okay, sure, what the hell? We'll call it acetate. Because I don't know.
I don't know. You still got a blade over there?
No, I gave it back to you. I put it right there.
And considering that most of the images you would want to make a stencil with are going to have a curved line or 2 or 10 or 100 in it. This is frustrating.
Uh-oh.
Is it Sandy Paws?
It sounds like Sandy Paws. I know. Lucy's about to go apeshit. She loves it when Sandy Paws comes by on the fire truck.
Yeah, our local volunteer fire department every year have one of their firefighters dressed up like Santa Claus on top of the main engine, and they're followed by a cavalcade of other emergency response vehicles, all with their lights going, sirens going. They go real slow through the neighborhood, so you have, kids have time to get outside and wave to Santa. Well, ever since my pit was a puppy, I've always told her that Santa Claus is Sandy Paws. And every year now, after Thanksgiving, and trust me, this dog is smart enough to know when Thanksgiving has come and gone. Every time,
probably the big turkey.
Well, yeah, because she.
Oh, she had a crap ton of leftovers.
She will perk up every time she hears a fire engine, because she thinks it's time for Sandy Paws to come down through the neighborhood, and she will watch and wait for Sandy Paws to come past the house. And usually, not last year, she got a little lippy about it, but she's usually really quiet and just real intent on watching, because I'll tell her, you got to be quiet. If you bark, Sandy Paws is going to think you're bad and not bring you anything for Christmas. But she knows, she loves it. So they've already went down one neighborhood so far. They haven't been down this street yet, and she gets so amped up.
Yes, she does. And I'm going off of what Sean says. From now on, that plastic will be known as Assy Taste.
Assy Taste?
Assy Taste.
Oh, my. I don't want to know what assy tastes like.
Nutty.
Nutty?
I don't know.
I don't even want to know how your brain came up with it.
I don't want to know either.
Our other pit bull couldn't even care about Sandy Paws, but
he's atheist.
But my little girl, even I can say Sandy Paws any time of the year, and she'll just perk up. Her ears go up. It's like
her ears are perked up right now.
No, I don't think he'll be here tonight. I don't think he'll be here tonight, Miss Toot Toot. And yes, my dog has 1,002 names.
Yes. Her given name is Lucy.
Yep. And then it turned to Lucy Goose. And then it turned to Goose.
Then Goot.
And Goot, Groot, Poot, Toot. I can just keep going. And then it was what was her formal name? It was Lucy McGoody Tootie. Lucy McGoosey Toots.
Lucy McGoody Tootie.
Something. I don't know.
Lucy McGoody Toots.
But one night, Patrick was fussing at her, and I said for her, I said, You shall call me Miss Lucy McTootie-Poots
Yeah,
or
there you go.
something
That was
instead of whatever. And I've actually gotten Patrick to start responding to her talking even though it's me, and he'll stop himself eventually and go, why am I talking to that dog? So yeah, that's my level of insanity. Alright, so got most of it out of there. Not all of it. It's by no means perfect. I'm sure I can straighten it up a little bit.
It's pretty.
Which one is it? Oh, I think it's this one. Yeah. It's that one. It's hard to see because it's shiny. Clear. Alright, but it finally did. So now it'll just be a matter of cutting it out. And after, I don't know, almost 2 hours worth of work, I have a stencil. But
Yay.
I'm hoping it'll get better. I'll keep fidgeting with the settings and hopefully get it to be a one shot and get her done sort of deal.
Get her done.
So, I don't know that I can fight with it again. I really don't. Oh, that's not even the one that... I missed some.
Look at you.
I'm a liar. I'm a big fat liar head. Wishful thinking or something. Yeah, this is annoying. I still think Brother's going to get a nasty gram. That piece broke.
I didn't do it.
Oh, hell's bells. Try a different one. Maybe we can find one that doesn't have as many curvy lines. I have enough stuff here. Let's try. Let's see what this one is. We'll import to there. And it was... I don't remember. What was that one?
Donna says it's very pretty.
Well, thank you, Donna. Oh, that's not going to work. That's even more curvy lines than the last one.
Here, stop the mouse real quick. Continue.
Yes, we have to share a mouse.
Well, we have to share a cursor. We have our own mice.
Diamond. That might work. Let's give it a whirl. And choose file. Where did you go?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
There's straight lines for you. Alright. And no, don't want that. There we go. Go back there. And we shall delete you. And stars. Shooting stars, apparently. Get off of there. And
Tina's glad that you guys can, she is glad that us guys can play with Ussin's machine.
Ussin's machine.
Ussin's. Because why talk normally? It's so much fun to talk wrong.
Well, that is true. Alright. Gonna have to wipe this down.
Hey, Crystal. Crystal's in the house.
Hey, Crystal. Thanks for stopping on by. Everybody's watching me get frustrated with this machine that can't cut a curved line to save its life.
Okay.
Alright. Download. Okay, pattern.
You know, if we were talking directly to the tack mat, while we were putting it into the scan and cut, we could literally say, "Welcome to the machine." That's only funny if you're a Pink Floyd fan, but continue.
Yeah. Oh.
This is the stuff that goes around in my head.
Scary. So that was cut pressure of 2.
Yeah, well, you're doing straight lines, so that should suffice. But if you want to try cut pressure of 3,
No.
I'd like to see what it'll do. Just saying.
Killing me.
And it's time to de-juice the volume.
You ready?
Yes, we are ready. I'm ready. Mom says cut pressure of 3 will cut through the mat. I don't know about that.
We'll find out.
And of course, Sean says cobbler.
Cobbler.
2.625.
Well, from what I can reach, it's not going. I don't think it's going through.
You know, when I was a kid, my mom used to say I couldn't get a BB gun because it'll take your eye out. She likes saying things like that, even though they might not necessarily be true. It's what mothers do, though, in her defense.
Yeah.
Or was that a movie I saw? I can never tell. I don't know.
I think it might have been a movie there. Something about fragile.
Oh, yeah. It must be Italian.
It's fragile. Alrighty. See what level of annoyed I get with
look
this.
at that. I remembered the camera switcheroonie.
For the first time tonight.
When I was 5, I shot my brother in the cheek with my first BB gun.
Nice.
I am glad I didn't have brothers. Yep, that's right, Wanda. A Christmas Story. Love that movie. They made a sequel, but I never bothered to see it.
Get. Ah, you sucker. Oh, for the love of Pete.
Did it cut through, or? So you should have used the low tack.
Mine doesn't have enough sticky. We've been through this.
Have you tried using hand sanitizer to clean it?
Yes.
Baby wipe?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Oh God, Tina shot her hubby in the butt.
Oh no. Oh, come. Thing's gonna make me say a really bad word yet this evening.
Just let me know, I'll mute out.
It won't be planned. I don't know that I'll be able to say, mute me. Yeah, see? It's like it cut 3 out of 4 sides of that. But, and it, oh, that one.
You know, I think that we might need to increase the cut depth.
If it's doing 3 out of 4, which ain't bad, by the way.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
I know a song that says that.
But it didn't quite get the 4th side. What is up with that? Is what I would like to know.
I don't know. It couldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Is it the same side that it's not cutting, or the same angle throughout?
Yeah.
It might. It might be that the.
That it needs to go sailing across the room.
No, that's not what it means. Wow, Donna says, with our gun laws in Australia, you can't even have a BB gun without a good reason and a license.
Wow.
Why is there a good reason for a BB gun? Like, what can you do with
gotta shoot
one?
varmints. Shoot some varmints.
That's what the 12 gauge is for.
No, they really aren't gonna let you have a 12 gauge. Not in Australia.
Mary knew what we were talking about. Meatloaf.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds good with some potatoes.
You know, I was just thinking I could go for some meatloaf. We haven't done meatloaf in so long. You know that mushroom loaf that you do?
It's...
Can we do that like Friday maybe? Or no, Saturday.
You're not gonna be here.
Shit. Sunday.
I don't know. See what kind of mood I'm in.
Okay.
You might have irked me to the point where you will get no meatloaf.
God bless. All right. Okay, so Sean says Tasmanian devils.
Varmints.
Yeah. I still say 12 gauge.
12 gauge. The shotgun.
See, Wanda agrees. And see, Mama B, a.k.a. 70 Acre Studio, has actually had Carrie's meatloaf. It's delicious.
She hasn't had that meatloaf.
I think she has. Really? Okay.
This is a new concoction.
You'll love it, Mama.
Yay! Jeez.
It be done!
Now, I just need skizzas. Skizzas.
You've only got 4 pairs in front
Shut it. I need a special pair for whatever I want to cut through.
Kiki says, I make wonderful meatloaf. Very simple. Burger, 1 egg, cup of breadcrumbs, 1 onion, and ketchup.
In it and on it.
Yep.
The newest rendition of meatloaf I do, we don't do beef very often because somebody can't tolerate a lot of beef in his life.
I got the gout.
So I use turkey, ground turkey. So it's ground turkey. It's trying to think what's in the ground turkey. It's been so long since I made it.
It's
mushrooms, breadcrumb, egg, and I think Swiss cheese, a little bit mixed in.
My favorite.
And then on top it is, I think, more Swiss cheese and bacon. There's bacon in the meat too.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a bacon Swiss mushroom burger, but in meatloaf form factor.
Hey, Jane wants to know, what weight is your plastic, a.k.a. acetaste?
It is 7 mil. 7 mil.
Yeah, Sean.
7 mil.
Ground turkey. It's delicious.
Yes. If you don't know it's ground turkey, you won't know it's ground turkey.
Hey, Michelle, Little Craft Creations?
Michelle.
Michelle. What's up, Michelle?
Hey, Michelle. Rotel. Ooh, that might be good.
Yeah, we really have to have that soon. It's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's delicious and nutritious.
It's delicious.
Try a cardstock stencil. Just humor me.
I've tried a cardstock stencil.
Yeah, we have one right in front. Here, show them again.
Right there.
Push it up.
Cardstock.
Yeah, that way. There we go.
And for these cards, when I was putting it on the back, I got to where I could do 2 cards at a time. I'd have to push that stencil off to let it dry a little bit and move on. I made like 10, 12 of those stencils and had to keep rotating it, or they got so wet that the paint would go under it. And that's just sitting there, you know, taking my time with a brush and not trying to slop too much paint on it.
Yeah, which is why cardstock stencils will not work for the long haul.
But
yeah, I saw that too, Kiki. She was flipping you the bird. Yeah,
I was not.
When you hold the thing up like this.
Well, I wasn't doing it intentionally. If it was
It was Freudian.
If it was intentional, it would have been a double bird. Double bird. Why go halfway? If you're going to do it with gusto. So it was not intentional.
Mom is insisting that isn't cardstock. Try a thin cardboard from the packaging. What?
From what packaging?
I don't know.
Okay.
It is cardstock. I think it's what cardstock was that? 120, 110?
No, that's
80?
65
okay.
pound.
Mom, what would you recommend for cardstock? What weight? And Mary says you missed 2 squares, Carrie.
Okay.
She's actually cutting them out now. I think. Maybe.
See, I can cut a straight line.
Well, that makes one of us.
No, they're all gone. I can feel finger through all of them.
Jane says that she sprayed her paper stencils with a clear spray first. That might work. Any packaging, 80 weight. Okay. 80 pound. Like we don't eat cereal usually. But I think we might. Yes, we do. We have a cereal box in the pantry.
We have a cereal boxin'?
Yes, we have a boxin of cereal.
A boxin of cereal. Yay! I don't know. I feel like I almost need to frame it.
Oh no.
Mary, we were both right. It was attached, just not in the hole.
That's what she said.
Same here. Yep. You were right. You got some good eyes, girl. It's right in front of me. I didn't see them. Alright. I have a stencil. Still irks me that it won't. I bet I can cut these out.
Hey, Janet, how are you?
Hey, Janet. It was a hanging Chad. Yeah, it was.
Hey, this isn't Florida.
Ooh, you said the F word. That means you just summon Rose. She'll be here shortly.
Yeah, Kiki says, no politics.
Yeah, politics gets Carrie in trouble.
All right. There.
What are you doing?
I'm showing the camera.
You're blocking light. I have a sharp instrument in my hand.
Boo-hoo!
All right, when we're...
What's a little skin being sliced off?
Yeah.
It's a precise cut.
Yeah, it'll be precisely deep enough that I'll need stitches. Because I haven't had stitches in a while. I'm almost due. I should not be allowed to use sharp instruments.
Okay, Link.
Seriously. Seriously.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Oh, look, brother, I did a curved line.
I'm telling you, use a higher pressure. Or perhaps use a lower pressure and a deeper cut depth. Yes, Jane. Mom, Melissa, 70 Acres Studio. That's my mom.
Santa.
Santa, a.k.a.
So that might actually work now. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, so there's one.
Well, future daughter-in-law. We're not married yet, not legally. Although we have resided as a married couple for 15 years.
Oh, uh,
Oh, Janet was given a timeout.
uh-oh.
I can fix that.
Do it to there.
Stream options.
I need your paw.
Okay.
Hold the blank portion so it doesn't move. Because when I try to pull the knife across, it's wanting to... Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sinners. Yes. Most indeedy do. Alright, so got two. And then cut this off. Two here. One more now. Stop it.
I didn't do it.
Then I'll talk to the vinyl so it would stop pulling up. Alright. So.
Yep, that's right, Kiki. We've got rings.
I don't know. This almost feels floppier than the cardstock.
You can call me Patrick or PJ.
You can call him Sniggle Fritz.
Poopsie Doodle.
Poopsie Doodle.
Ass Hat.
Ass Hat.
If this was a rated R show, F Face.
Yes. Yes, indeedy do. Splinky.
We try not to curse, Sean.
Splinky. So he gets that a lot.
Yes. Yeah, I got that from Mad About You.
Yep.
Because why
The
not?
older I get, it's just easier sometimes to let some random name come out instead of going, hey, you.
Yeah, I let her put sharp objects near my hands.
Oh, I'll cut myself before I cut him. Easy peasy.
And I'd do the same, so we'd end up fighting over who gets to cut each other.
And you couldn't have cut the flaps off, dear.
No, because I didn't know if you wanted to do something sexy with the flaps. That didn't sound right. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't think this is as good of cardboard as what you got, Mama B. And your special K and your O's. K's and O's.
Kiki's husband calls her Babe, Honey, Schnookums. She's not sure that he's ever called her by her name.
Usually for us it's, hey, sweets, can you get me this? Hey, sweets, can you get me that? When he calls me Carrie, it's like, ew. You're not supposed to say my name.
Say my name, say my name.
Yeah, this feels awful flimsy. I don't know. I don't even know that it would stay on there.
Sean answers best to asshole.
Oh.
Jane wants to know that if you can tell it to go over it twice on difficult cuts.
Yes, you can. You can because the way the machine reads the mat to know where stuff is, as long as you haven't pulled it off, it'll go right back to that same position. The problem is, like the last, not the diamond, but the last curvy one that I tried, the bottom one, when I was trying to see if it went through, because I was going to leave it on there and send it through again, it actually popped up, but the rest of them didn't. So it fooled me. It tricked me into thinking warm and fuzzy feelings about it.
Put fuzzy side down. I don't know what fuzzy is.
Put fuzzy.
Is that like fuzzy fuzzy?
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy fuzzy was a there? I don't know. Yeah, I know I'm in trouble if she says my middle name. Patrick James Duffy.
Well, no, if I want to really get your attention, I'll call you Pat.
Oh, you shut up. You shut your trap.
Pat!
Ah. We have an announcement. Joyce Boring will be right back.
After these messages.
We'll be right back.
I just don't know that this is going to be any better. I just feel it's too flappy.
It does feel flappy, yes.
See, it's not the good.
Well, it is, generic Frosted Flakes. You notice how it says Millville? That's Aldi's brand.
Ta-da! I do like the bear. He's cute.
Well, cut him out.
Fine, I'll hold on to it. God, I'm getting to be a hoarder! The one thing I said I wouldn't do.
Oh, come on, Wanda. Don't be my ex-wife. I'll have you know she is no longer with us. Not saying I had anything to do with it.
That's cute too. Alright, we'll keep that part.
Mary says put the brown side down.
Yeah, it's too floppy. I don't see it being any better. If we had like Special K or Cheerios or any other name brand.
Scan them. We've got the scan and cut. Scan them.
Scan him? You want me to scan the bear?
Yeah. Cut him out with no fuss, with no border.
Get me the. Oh, you're gonna want it to cut out.
Yeah, scan it and then cut it. Because remember, Mom, we were telling Mom that you didn't have the fussy cut.
Yeah. So should I cut? I'm gonna cut it down a little bit more.
And well, why would you do that? You don't need to. Just
I don't want it. If it's smaller.
Yeah. And Mom says you're not a hoarder. You just need a bigger craft drum. That's something we both agree on, actually.
I'm a hoarder.
No, it's all good, Wanda. No, my ex-wife used to Pat. She never called me Patrick, and that's why I hate Pat. I didn't hate Pat until I divorced her.
I guess we'll leave the bowl.
Emily says she's back. Watch the beginning of the show. You're welcome, you guys.
See, I told you I'd open it, Miss Emily.
And it was awesome.
Hey, Jude.
Don't let me down.
And why are you going up over there? I don't know that you're gonna stick, but we shall give you a whirl.
Emily, you are, wait, aren't you in West Virginia? I could drive out and have
fried
some leftovers. Like, we're about an hour and a half from Hagerstown, so that's not too bad.
I love fried chicken. I hate making it because I'm always afraid I'm gonna undercook it. And there's nothing worse than undercooked chicken.
Yes.
Are you gonna stick?
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
There should be. No, it's just low tech and standard. This is the. Okay, we can try it. Don't think it'll work.
Sean wants to know why we're talking about Jews.
Jews.
Jews, yeah. I have no idea.
I don't know.
What you talking about, Willis? Oh, okay. Wanda
Direct
says
cut.
Georgia.
Scan to cut data.
Well, who's in West Virginia then?
Scan that. Start button.
Is it Brandy?
I don't know. No, Brandy's in North Carolina, I thought.
Ah, Crystal says, my grumpy hubs went to bed. Now I can chill. Wow, Sean. You and me, long-lost brothers. He says, well, if it gets off the plate, just choke it. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, hey, Jews. No, hey, Jude. Oh, KK is in West Virginia. Now, there was someone else. I have only seen KK once.
I can't remember. Was
Dag
it Little
nabbit.
C?
Yes, Little C. Carrie Plaster, I think, is in West Virginia.
I'm not sure. There's
Sean
so
is
many
in Missouri.
people. So many people. Right.
Yeah, she says, just follow my recipes on Facebook. You will learn a lot. I think she already follows your cooking page on Facebook.
I just need to subscribe under Epiphany and...
Epipha what?
Exactly. Instead of under Carrie, since I'm not allowed to use that one anymore.
I never said you weren't allowed to use it. You just have to use Epiphany for the chat rooms. God, you're such a punk ass.
Meow, 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 meow. I don't know what any of these mean because I've never done it. I don't know what you do. Let's find out.
Don't put your elbow on that.
Shut up. I shall put my elbow wherever I choose to put my elbow. I don't know what that means. Cancel. How about we go there? Oh, I see. Kinda. Got some of the outline.
I don't know, Mary. I think she is. I could
What
be
did I
mistaken. No, talking about Little C being in West Virginia. Little C and WV. You're welcome, Mother. She was asking why we couldn't see what you were doing. And see, I was confused for a second because I can see. I can see you right in front of me. And then okay. YouTube. Gotcha, okay.
Trying to get it to see more of that should give me the outline, I guess. Ignore object settings. I don't know why.
Are there any Vikings fans? Minnesota Vikings? I knew that they were a Minnesota team. Minnesota.
I'm so proud of you for knowing it was Minnesota.
Shut your trap. They're a good team. I'm not much of a football guy. I'm more of a geek. But I'm into the Delmar Wildcats. Because that's my son's kid. Wow, my son's shush.
You are jinxing yourself there, Grandpa.
I don't do words very well. It's my son's team. That's what I meant to say.
Let's try that.
Shu said Seymour. Okay, I think Mom says I said Seymour. Oh, not Football Goober, the show on the History Channel. No, I have not seen it. It's a Game of Thrones ripoff, isn't it?
So we did that.
Speaking of, I still haven't caught up on last season of Game of Thrones.
So I did that. Let's do that. Actually, we're going to send it there. Scan it again, dum dum.
Dun dun dun.
Scan it again, dum dum.
File's done.
It's transferring. Going to the web. The World Wide Webs. Because I want to see if I can change the operate. Recall the scanned image transferred from machine and convert it to the cutting data. Transfer the cutting data to machine. Press the key shown. Blah, recall the cutting data. Blah blah. Yippity yips. Stop it. I don't know what it's doing. And if you sent it to the web, I am not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Nope. You lie like a rug. So, select the device to convert. No, screw you. Scan. Scan to cut data. Direct cut. Color. That might help. And start. Never ever have I ever scanned something to try and cut it.
Huh.
I've seen it done. I have just not done it myself. Frame the image. Okay.
Aw. Tina's leaving us.
See ya, Tina.
Have a good night. Sorry we're not talking very much.
Color. So slow.
You better recognize.
So slow.
So while it's being slow, we're going to be doing our last episode on Friday for Prime. Sean, you might like this because we curse on Prime. That seems like it's more your style. So we are going to be doing quite a long show on Friday. So it's going to be Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, Sean said he thought you scanned it and then on the screen do a border around what you want to cut out.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That's what I thought, 3. We do have the scanning mat, Donna, yeah.
Which I would have used, but you said you wanted it cut, so...
Well, I didn't say it, they said it. I'm a slave to my masters on the chat room.
Whoever said it, said it.
Hey, Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, on Prime.
Why is it not doing what I want it to do?
Because you haven't rubbed it down and told it how pretty it is?
Alright, well, it's finding some things, but it's not finding... Maybe it's because... Yeah, probably. It's probably because it's in color. Because if I want it to do the white and the black of the bear, it would be better in black and white, but it's wearing an orange scarf that it doesn't see. Oy vey. Skin.
No, not Amazon Prime. Prime is the name of my podcast that we are sunlighting on Friday. Last episode. We've been doing it for 3 years, and Carrie is my trusty co-host.
I think part of the problem is I'm sleepy.
As am I.
And I'm not really reading the words on the screen. and I think that's not making this any easier. But there we go. And if we do that,
I will warn you guys before listening to Prime. Like I said earlier, there is adult language in there. So if you are easily offended by 4-letter words, might not want to listen. Thank you, Crystal.
4-letter words
Yes.
like shoe,
Yes.
sock,
And poop.
sock,
Yes.
foot.
Foot, yes. Thanks, Sean, for calling me Pat. But yes, I will Facebook message that to you. Shawnee. CAN.
See, it's not picking up the... You can't cut a curvy line, and you apparently can't see this. Good to know. It really can't see that. Found the eyes.
Well, cut the eyes out.
No, I am not cutting eyes out. Let's go all the way the other way.
What?
Hey, Rose. Told you. You said the F word. It summoned her.
No, hey Rose. Yeah, that connection is fine. You just have to go to Rogue Intel. Well, fart. I'll tell you what. Hold on just a second. Yeah, there you go. RogueIntel.com Prime.
Let's see.
That'll work.
That doesn't do anything. Let's see.
We talk about current events, pop culture stuff. We don't get into politics because I just don't like doing politics and stuff. Hey, Rose. But we talk about music, movies, media. We play games on it. Like we have a game called Stump the Chump. Stump the Chump is a game where we try to test each other's knowledge of pop culture history. We have 3 rounds: music, movie, and media. And if we need, we've even got a wild card round called the Tiebreaker. And it's pretty cool. We play a little clip of something, and we have to guess or have the others guess what it is.
Yeah, this is about ready to make me lose my mind. We're going to try something super quick. We're going to do black and white. And if it can't see a simple black and white image...
Oh, for crying out loud!
What did I do?
You didn't do anything. Oh, just... Son of a whore. Just... Alright. Yeah. There. This one... I've actually tested. That one, I promise you, works. See, I'm tired. I'm just tired. You're welcome, Wanda.
I had 4 hours of sleep.
Well, that sounds like it sucked.
It did. It sucked very much. There we go. Maybe.
I am good with code. I'm just not good with not having sleep. I'm not good with having sleep either, apparently.
I need to, because that is just paper, thin paper. That. There.
Whoa, this chat room just got a little NC-17.
Ruh-roh.
This chat room has been rated mature. Oh, God. Sean says he's been diddling. Okay. So now we get to see what it looks like. Yeah, doodling. Sure.
And because I was doing all the positioning on the machine, and that's because it's a wrong tack mat.
It's stuck there forever.
No,
just deal.
It might be. I just cut his little foot off.
He needed a toenail trimmed.
But that is super quick fussy cutting. Ignore the injured claw. That was my fault.
You got to put some red paint on it now.
But very quick, very easy when it's not shiny cardboard in color. And because I was doing it on the machine instead of importing it into the web to be able to get in there a little bit better, I could only get it so close, but I mean, I went around there. So it is quite capable.
My knee.
I know, right? But I mean, it even did the little letters very nicely.
Nice. Yeah, Sean definitely wants that machine.
So that worked. So if you have a stamp or something and you want to have it fussy cut it, stamp it, slap it on there, and you can continue on with your day while it cuts it for you. You can set how much of a white border you want around it too, which is nice. Take it right up to the line if you really want to. And if I probably would have put it in the machine, I probably would have been able to cut out like different sections if I really wanted to sit there and fight with it. But
I think Michelle is leaving.
see you, Michelle.
If you're saying bye because you're leaving, have a great night. Otherwise, I don't know who you're saying bye to. Perhaps my sanity?
Probably.
That left long ago.
Probably us, because if I don't get some sleep, I'm going to be even grumpier than I normally am.
Well, we're going to be heading out of here in a couple minutes. It's 9:54 p.m.
And just remember, keep a lookout for some updates on the joint effort between myself and 70 Acres starting for not this Friday, but probably the Friday after. We'll be doing a joint.
Yep. We'll be pimping that out on a Facebook and on the YouTube.
So just keep an eye out for that. It should be interesting. Probably one of these streams, I'm probably going to get her to teach me how to do some journals or something, because I've never done one. And as long as I don't need a crocodile, I should be alright. And it probably will be entertaining, because I'll probably get confused and cuss. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Should that be a rated PG-13?
It won't be the F-bomb or anything, I would hope.
Night, Joyce.
Night, Joyce. So, I guess on that note, we will say toodaloo.
All right.
And thanks for
doing a joint
by.
Or a bong. If I had my way, I'd be doing a joint, and Mom would be doing a bong. I don't know.
I'm kind of excited to do this, so it'll be me and someone else that knows crafty stuff other than an art bitch who just talks about anything.
Yeah.
So, on that note, guys, thanks for hanging out with us and watching me get exasperated with a cut and scan and cut. There we go.
Whatever.
And we will see you soon, and we'll see you tomorrow night. It's on 70 Acres stream at 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern.
Night, guys.
Night, guys. Before we go, hey, real quick, if you haven't been there already, go to and you shush your mouth, Carrie. I'm pimping your wares. Head over to epiphanycraft.com and check out everything, Carrie. And be sure to subscribe and thumbs up if you like the video. And we'll see you on the flip side. Have a good one.